In this video, we're going to be making some 4-inch slick swims as well as some whip wads in an amazing springtime color, X-Zone's Fireball. What's going on, all my fellow bait chuckers out there? My name is Michael. Welcome back to the channel. Real quick, before we get started today, just a reminder that subscriptions to the channel are free. That's right. I know there's 82% of you, according to analytics, that still aren't subbed to the channel. Really helps the channel out. It's free. I worked out a deal just for you. And look, lots of stuff. Next week, we're going to cover Morning Dawn. Come on, real simple recipe for Morning Dawn. I know we've been doing a lot of laminates. I know not everyone has a dual injector, so next week, a single color Morning Dawn worth subscribing for if you ask me. It's free. So, hey, just throwing it out there. But in this video, we are going to cover how to make X-Zone's Fireball. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a sample to hold up and show you because, well, this is a relatively new color and it's really hard to come by. It's not in any of my local shops. It's not on Tackle Warehouse. The only place I could find it was a limited drop that they did on the actual X-Zone website, but I wasn't able to get my hands on any, and as far as I know, they're still hard to come by. Unless maybe they've come back in stock, I don't know. But I will include a link to the original bait so you can see for yourself. I'll also throw a picture of it right up on the screen right now. So the X-Zone Fireball is like the new hotness right now. Everyone wants it for springtime colors. It is kind of like a translucent see-through red on the top with a, very opaque, bright, fiery orange on the bottom, hence the name Fireball. Goes great with a lot of fire craws and other type of springtime, reds and oranges that you would see. Perfect for me at the Delta and for a lot of people in a lot of places around the country. So today we're going to cover how to make that laminate here. Now again, I could only color match against the picture, but I think we did a pretty good job and it seems to be doing great and I'm getting lots of requests for it. So this is a little bit of a more involved recipe, okay? So just be aware there's going to be a lot more colors involved. We're going to throw all the colors up on the screen right now so you can go ahead and make this bait along with us in your shop at home. So starting off with the first color, the red magma, we're going to be using the MF strawberry. This is a really bright strawberry red. It's also a non-bleed. That's very, very important. Then we're also going to be adding a little bit of Dead On Plastics Redrum. That's right. It's got that beautiful bright red pinkish sheen to it there as well. And then a little bit of Dead On Plastics Black to darken it up. Now, on the flake side, we're going to be adding the .015 Fire Red Flake from Lureworks, and then we're also going to be using a little bit of our medium Black Flake, and that's right, it is the Hobby Lobby special. This stuff works great. It doesn't always have to be fancy, okay? People, like, the secret's out. The Hobby Lobby glitter works. Okay, moving over to the orange fire color. To start off, we're going to be going with the Dead On Plastics Neo Orange Yellow. Super, super bright orange. We're going to have to yellow it up a little bit. We're going to be adding some Dead On Plastics Yellow, and then we're going to tone it down with just a little bit more red with the Dead On Plastics Orange. That's right. And only one flake that we're using inside of the fiery orange, and that is the light gold. Any gold will work, but if you happen to have a lighter gold, I definitely recommend using the lightest gold flake that you have. It's really going to match well with the brightness of this orange. Now, I should also note that the recipe I put up on the screen, this is all based on 1 cup of plastisol. All of my recipes I based off of 1 cup of plastisol. So you're going to have 1 cup of plastisol for the belly and 1 cup of plastisol for the back. Okay, so all these recipes are based off of 1 color. Now, if you need to increase that because you're going to be doing more, like I'll be doing here today, I'll be making 2 cups of each, so I'm going to be basically doubling the recipe. But just for reference, all the recipes I show are all based off of 1 cup of plastisol, and I will always make sure to notate it if it's anything different than what we're showing. Alright, so what are we waiting for? We got a ton of mixing to do. Let's go! Alright, here we are. 2 cups of plastisol ready to go. We're going to start off making the back color. That is the red magma. So we are doubling up our recipe since we are doing 2 cups. And so first up is the strawberry by MF. So this originally calls for 20 drops per cup. So since we have 2 cups, we are going to do 40 drops. Okay. Let's get that mixed in. You can see we have a beautiful strawberry red, but it's not quite where we need to be. We definitely need to get it slightly darker if we can. Alright, there we go. We'll zoom in. You get a better look at it there for you. So you can see it's looking a little bright. So next up is going to be the Dead On Plastics Redrum. And again, this calls for 20 drops per cup. And since we are doing 2 cups, we are going to put in 40 drops. Alright, there we go, 40 drops. We're going to mix that in and you're going to see we're going to get a nice dark red. Looking good, but you can see here it's still real bright on the stick. We need it to tone down just a little bit. So, doubling up again because we're doing 2 cups. Recipe calls for 1 drop of black. So we are going to do 2 drops of Dead On Black. Here we go. 1, 2. That's it. That's where the magic happens. And this is going to darken it up and give us that deep, kind of like Super Mario like red. That nice dark fireball red. Oh, this is looking good. Now all we need is just a little bit of flake to set this off and we should be good to go. Calls for 1/8. So again, we're going to double that up. 1/8 is normally 2/16 there, but again we're gonna double it up because we're doing 2 cups. So there you go. Get all that stirred in. Oh, there's our red sparkle. Translucent fire red magma. We just need some black flake in there now. And again, also calls for 1/8 of the black flake. So we'll be putting in 2 scoops for 1/8, but we're doubling it up because we got 2 cups. There we go. There we go. Look at all that black flake in there. Let's get that mixed in, and this is going to give us our red magma. This is starting to thick up. Definitely going to want to get this in the microwave again before we vacuum it. There's a lot of glitter, so there's going to be a lot of bubbles. And when all that air comes out of there, it's going to go even slightly darker. Just you watch. But let's not forget our color test sample, right? You always want to examine it, see what this is going to look like. I can already tell that's going to look great. Okay, so now it's time to set this off to the side. And let's get our fiery orange going. Alright, here we go. 2 fresh cups of plastisol ready to go. Very hot. Okay, first up, Neo Orange Yellow calls for 30 drops. So we are going to add 60, because we have 2 cups. Alright, there we go. 60 drops of the neon orange yellow. And you can see this is very, very bright, but that's okay, because this is kind of where we want to go with this. Kind of where we want to go. Okay, so next up, we're going to yellow it up even more. So a recipe calls for 20 drops of Dead On Yellow. Again, 2 cups, so we're going to be adding 40 drops. Okay, so now you can see that's going to add a little more opacity to it. And it's going to give us kind of like that bright goldfish kind of color, which is really what we're looking for, at least according to the picture. So this is nice, but we need to add a little more red, slightly, just a little bit, just to tone it down. So we're going to be adding the Dead On Orange. The recipe calls for 10 drops, so we're going to be adding 20 to this mixture, again, because we have 2 cups. Alright. And there we go. That is our fireball orangish yellow that we're looking for. Fantastic. The only thing we're missing now is some Gold Flake. Alright, so we're going to grab our Gold Flake over here, our 0.15, and this calls for 1/16, so we are going to be doubling that up. So we're going to be giving it 2 heaping teaspoons full, or 2 1/16 to be exact. Let's get that stirred in there. Alright. Now it looks like a dark, bright orange, right, inside the cup, and you would think that, well, you know, is that the wrong color? How is that going to match up? And look what happens once we pour this into our sample here. See that? And that right there gives us our fireball laminate. The brightness of the orange makes the red pop a little more when they're laminated together. I can't wait for y'all to see it. That's what it looks like. Alright, let's get these both in the vacuum chamber and let's see what it looks like. Alright. Beautiful magma red with that bright orange. That looks so good together. Alright. Let's see where we are at here. 331. We're good there, nice and low. I like that. I like that. And how are we looking on this one here? Oh, right on the money. 338, 335. I love it. I love it. Okay, I think we are good to go on both of these. We are fresh out of the microwave. Alright. Don't forget to glove up. Alright. Injector is ready to go. Belly back, belly to the left, back to the right. Oh, we got to fix this. We almost screwed up. Did you see that? We have to switch these two around. Okay. Alright, here we go. Belly to the left, back to the right. Fireball injection. Here we go. There we go, load it all the way up. Let's go, and in we go. Uh-oh, we're dripping into that one. Okay, boom. Next one over, holding a little bit of pressure on these whip wads. Alright, next one over. Boom. Awesome. Let's get those whip wads topped off. Let's try this here. Boom. Slick swims are awesome. Okay, I'm going to cover over that one because we had a bunch of orange plastisol dip in there. I didn't want to risk it. It looks clogged. So we're just going to skip right over it. Alright. Should we try it anyways? Can we get... Ah, there we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. There's a full set right there. Alright. Top everything off. There we go. Alright, good shoot. Alright, you know I wasn't going to let you go without checking the blending block. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. See how it, when that plastisol dries, see, look, you can see it's darker down there in the cup. But when it hardens, it is that lighter tone. Oh yeah. Gorgeous. Look at that laminate. That is gonna look so good in those baits. That bright lava red back. Just dark red like magma, but still translucent with that opaque orange and gold. Fireball, such a good color. Such a good color. All right, here we go. The moment of truth. Let's start with the 4-inch slick swims first. These are all going to come off on the same side like they always do. And there we go. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful fireball laminate. Let me get a close up there for you. Ooh-wee. Look at that. Beautiful fire orange belly all the way across. Pretty much a straight laminate all the way through. The slick swim just laminates so well. You can see it even looking in that tail that's popped up there. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful red in the core, orange down at the bottom of the tail. I can see it as the light shines through all of the tips back at me here. So absolutely beautiful. Just take a couple out there for you to take a look at. Slick swim. Now when we show you how to rig this up, this is going to look great on the back of a spinnerbait, chatterbait. It'll do fantastic for you. 4-inch slick swim. Absolutely wonderful. You can see some of that translucency. You can still see through the red, but you cannot see through the orange, which is awesome. And that bright orange, again, helps to take that dark red and brighten it up. So that light shines through, reflects back, and brightens up that red to give it that kind of magma look. It's a wonderful combination. Well, let's take a look at what the whip wads look like. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth for the epic whip wads. Which side are they going to come out? They're going to split. Ah, they split every time. All right, can we pop that one over there? There we go. Close enough. Close enough. Look at that. Is that not a thing of beauty? And again, this whip wad mold, look at that. That laminate shoots all the way down and follows all the way around the tail. This mold just laminates beautifully, and that whip wad is going to look fantastic as a trailer to one of those fighting fish on its own with the 4-aught beast hook. Wonderful, wonderful. So you can see solid body. There's no hook slot. So that is a solid body all the way through. No need to glue eyes on it if it's going to go on the back of a jig, so we won't worry about putting eyes on it. And that tail is just absolutely wonderful. You're probably tired of seeing whip wad tail close-ups at this point, and I apologize for that, but oh gosh, that looks so good. Huh? Alright, so you know the drill. We're going to shoot the rest of these up. We're going to get all of these laid out here. We're going to get some close-up goodness, and we're going to meet you right back here for some rigging. Alright, what do you think? Fireball, huh? Pretty sweet color if you ask me. Again, that kind of red magma top with that fire orange belly, it does really, really good in the springtime. Pretty cool color. I really like it a lot. Now, definitely not a versatile color by any means. It's really kind of only used one time out of the year, spring, but since springtime's coming up, I figured, hey, great time to show off this recipe. Maybe it's something you all can use. Now, let me show you a couple different ways that it's kind of useful and rigged up. Now, you saw this in the last video. This here is the G-Rat Baits fighting fish. The whip wad poured in that fireball makes for a great trailer for this bait. I have some action video of this in the shorts here on the YouTube page. You can go check out those shorts if you want to see what this bait looks like in the water. absolutely phenomenal. But you're familiar with this, and you're familiar with the whip wad on, you know, this big bait like this. But what about some different ways to rig up the whip wad? Now, remember, the whip wad by itself fits great on a 4/0 beast hook, right? So this is a 4/0 beast hook. This is with the hook slot. But everything we poured today, there is no hook slot, right? It's all, it's solid here. So we're going to be using this on different jig trailers, just like we have here. But if we don't want to do it on a swim jig, we've showed you that before, what about something new? Like a spinnerbait, huh? Now, this is a Nichols Lures spinnerbait. They have a lot of red and kind of orange methylate colors for the springtime. This has the dipped blades in it, and you can see we have the Fireball whip wad paired up perfectly here. That orange belly adds a nice little pop, and while these blades are spinning in the water, that tail's going to be whipping around back there, causing all kinds of commotion. Works really good as a spinnerbait trailer. Now, don't forget, we poured up some of the Slick Swims as well. The Slick Swim also looks great on one of the brighter orange. Now, this is definitely more of that neon orange methylate color. It's got the painted blades with the sparkles on it here, and it has that methylate plastic here. But again, you can see that red and orange pairs up nicely with that spinnerbait. So a couple different combinations here for you. Both of these are Nichols Lures. Again, I'll leave links to all of the tackle that we show off here in the videos down below in the description. But just some examples of where the Fireball really fits well in some of these springtime colorways. And last but not least, I'd like to show off one of the jigs that my buddy Justin tied over at Head Outdoors. I'll link his Instagram down below. But here's a black and red chatterbait that's hand tied. And again, that Fireball with that orange and red pairs up nicely. You got the black inside of the red, so it kind of blends it all together there inside the Fireball. And that makes for an amazing bladed jig trailer, chatterbait trailer as well. All right. And that's going to do it. We got ourselves a whole batch of Fireball ready to go. I got restock Slick Swims. I got a batch of the whip wads ready to go out to the G-Rap Baits team. And hey, all of you watching right now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smack that thumbs up button. And don't forget, those subscriptions, they're always free here around Bait Chucking. And listen, I could use your help. If there's a colorway that you want to see, if there's a bait mold that you want to see, drop that down in the comment section below. We got a ton of epic bait molds. We got a ton of colors we can go through. Let me know if there's a color match you want to see. If there's something challenging, if you want to see something crazy, off the wall, color matched, let me know in the comments below. I want to know. Let's have some fun with it. Let's do a fun video. But for now, I think this is going to wrap this video up. And until next time, y'all know who it is. Your friend on this end, Michael, out here around the Delta Sloughs, reminding you to keep on chucking. I'll get back with you.